I'm back with another video 2 weeks later, but I'm feeling good. Alright, you guessed it by the title of this video. This is my first book review. I am reviewing books that I've read in the past couple of months, and I'm super excited. Currently, I am reading To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. It is so far so good. I already know the story because, I grew up watching the movie. But this book, it's about, it's in the point of view of a young girl named Scout. And this is her point of view of growing up in the South amidst racial tension and a bunch of other things. It's really good. I love it. I love the movie. To Kill a Mockingbird made me cry, and I'm currently reading the book for the first time. Really excited. I got this at Barnes and Noble. This is their bonded leather special edition. This was $25. I'd really suggest getting this and reading it. Many, kids have had to read this for, their English literature class. And so far so good with reading this one. I give it a 7 out of 10. And you'll find out why later. Alright, let's get to rating and reviewing. First on the list is Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Now I'm going to tell you why why this is on my reading list. Because of Hamilton. And the Schuyler sisters, Angelica says, I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. I'm like, ooh, what's that about? And so I got this, I read it, and it's really good. I actually understood about the political tension during the Revolutionary War. And Thomas Paine, he was actually for, independence, for America, separating themselves from Great Britain. I rate this 10 out of 10 because of Hamilton. Thank you, Hamilton, for introducing me to, some classic literature. And at this time, this book was, it's very controversial. It was all over the place. Not all over the place, but in a good way. Everyone and their mother would read this, and it kind of sparked America fighting for their independence from Great Britain. And some people, he was, traitors. To some people, he was basically a literary hero. Because, not many people would speak out in such a way that he did against Great Britain. And so please read this. Look up on his life and what he did. It's just amazing. This is what I love about reading. It makes you want to learn more. So 10 out of 10. Common Sense by Thomas Paine. I love it. And it's I got this from Barnes and Nobles as well. All the books on my list from Barnes and Nobles. So yeah, it has cost me a little bit of cha-ching. This one, it's only 70 pages, and I went through it in about 2 hours. And this is what it looks like. It's it's part of their little series of little pamphlets. So this is a really easy read. Very small. Put in your pocket, put in your bag, and you're ready to go. I would definitely recommend this one. Next, I'm sorry if I look a little bit tired. I just got done deep conditioning my hair and doing all this other stuff, but I really wanted to make this video, and hopefully it'll be under 10 minutes. I'm going on 4 minutes now, but back to the video. Next, it is Murder on the Orient Express and other Agatha Christie novels. And it has Murder on the Orient Express, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and Curtain, Poirot's Last Hurrah. I'm going to rate Murder on the Orient Express a 8 out of 10. Honestly, because I already knew what happened. I watched the movie featuring Johnny Depp, Daisy Ridley, Josh Gad, and a bunch of other amazing actors and actresses. So I already knew what was going to happen, so it's already a bit spoiled for me. But I love it anyway. This is actually my first Agatha Christie book that can't talk today, that I have ever read. I loved every minute of it. This again is also bonded leather. It's the blue bonded leather. This was $25, of course, from Barnes & Noble. And it has 3 stories because of how big it is. And it comes with this really nice ribbon. And inside it has a little decorative beginning paper, wallpaper. You can see this. Alright, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. 2,000 out of 10. And you want to know why? Because of the way it's written. And I won't say any spoilers for any of these books if you haven't read them. But yeah, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Oh, I'm twisting my words. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, the way that's written and who did what and why, I was absolutely shocked. Just like you're reading a mystery book and you want to know who did it and why, and when you find out who did it, it's crazy. Every book that I read of Agatha Christie, Miss Agatha Christie, I'm always wrong on who the murderer is until the very end. And this was so beautifully, I'm sorry, I can't talk today. This book has been beautifully written. I love it so much. I honestly would suggest reading this, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. I think it has to be one of her best novels that she's written. Alright, and Curtin Poirot's Last Case, I rate that a 9 out of 10. Mostly because of the ending. That's why I'm a little bit sad, but again, no spoilers. I love everything about it. I'm going to tell you that it takes place in a boarding house, and so there's a lot of different suspects, there's a lot of different characters on who's who, and of course this is Poirot's last case, so you know there is a somewhat sad ending. I rate this a 9 out of 10 just because of the ending. But again, all of Agatha Christie's books are chef kiss. They are perfect. I love them so much. Alright, this is actually going good. Better than I thought it'd be. I might read this after I'm done reading To Kill a Mockingbird. I don't know. But it's so good. The next is more Agatha Christie. And Then There Are None, Crooked House, Endless Night. Just like the others, this is red bonded leather, Barnes & Noble, $25. I got this, I'm like, ooh, I only saw And Then There Are None because the sticker was covering an other classic mystery novels, so I didn't know that there was 3 in there until I got it and opened it up. And Then There Are None, I'm rating that a 10 out of 10 because of how everything was put into place, and you can guess by the title of the book, it's gonna be murder. It's gonna be murder. Wow. 10 out of 10. This book is the best. I was shocked reading it to find out what happened, when it happened, who did it, why did that person do the thing that they did. Amazing. And now that I'm looking at the time, this video is definitely going to be 10 minutes and up. But c'est la vie. Okay, And Then There Are None. I love this book so much. I know that I say that about all the other books I've read, but I just love reading, and I love this book. It was just wow. And let me show you what it is. This comes with a ribbon to keep your place as well. The inside, it gives you little clues on what the book is about, the first book. And of course it is hardback, $25 like I said, because it is a hardback book and because there's 3 in there and because it's leather as well. Yeah, And Then There Are None, I honestly would suggest you read that. I just found out that there's a mini TV series about this one. Please go check it out. I cannot wait to watch it. I'm probably going to watch it after I'm done shooting this video. Oh, and let me show you the back. Here is this gives you like a little bit of a clue, you know, get your imagination going and picturing where and then there and none were set at. This is like this cool little mansion type thing. You can see it. I love it. Next is Cricket House. Cricket House, honestly, I'm gonna rate it a 5 out of 10. I just feel bad saying that, but yeah, 5 out of 10, just because of certain aspects of the book that I didn't really care for. The narrator, and again, no spoilers, I won't spoil the books that I've written, that not that I've written, that I've just talked about. But let's just say that the narrator for this one, because some of her books, they're narrated by different people, this and that, whatever. The narrator, or the person who is writing this, the character who is, you know, telling their point of view, he's pretty, yeah, I just said it, spoiler. Okay, it's he who is narrating, and it's his point of view. It is a guy. I won't say who it is, and I won't say anything else. But he is kind of mean. Just like the way that he just describes people. Rude. Heartless. But a little bit funny at times. Yeah, that's my rating. I'm sorry. I know it's bad. But I do like the ending. I was shocked by the ending. And also there's a movie based on this book as well. I honestly suggest you watch that, because Jeremy Irons, his son, is in it. I don't know his son's name, but I know that he is an actor as well. If you don't know who Jeremy Irons is, he is the voice of Scar from The Lion King. So yes, watch that movie. Read this book. Do it, please. Alright, 12 minutes and up. Let's get through this. Endless Night. Endless Night, it was a shock to me. I kind of, you know... Oh, let me give my rating. Endless Night, I give it a 10 out of 10. Yeah, it was a shock to find out what happened, who did it, why did they do that, and among other things. But then again, I kind of had a feeling on what was going on and why did they do that. I had like a hunch, but I didn't know if it was correct until the very end. Again, this one, I stick by my rating on this one. It's pretty good. A little bit, you know, heartbreaky. I won't say what other book it reminds me of, because then that's giving away what happens. But I would suggest reading this. I would suggest reading all of these. Agatha Christie, she is an amazing, amazing author. I love everything that she's written that I've read so far, and I can't wait to read more. Yes. Okay. My last book is The Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass. I read this because, you know, I had an impulse buy, and I bought this, I bought The Arabian Nights, and then I bought The Count of Monte Cristo. Or actually, no, I bought The Count of Monte Cristo before. I actually got, I forgot the other book. Oh man, I really should keep track. But yeah, The Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass. Of course, everyone knows who Frederick Douglass is. He's an abolitionist. He was a former slave who ran away, and he taught himself that, this is not me spoiling anything, this is just history. He taught himself how to read, how to write, and had very strong views as he got older on slavery and how, you know, he wanted to be free. And this book is just amazing. I knew a little bit about Frederick Douglass, but then I learned even more, and I learned about like his thoughts and, you know, his feelings on certain things. And he was a very, very smart man who paved the way for other abolitionists. And also, he's part of the Underground Railroad. Let's remember this. He's one of the conductors on the Underground Railroad. This book, I'm just going to give you a quick summary. It is basically his account on his life as a slave from when he was a child to his eventual escape. It's actually one of the best-selling books of his time when he written it. And so a couple facts. He actually, let's see. He actually had to, block out some of the names of the people who, taught him things and, showed him what to do, just so he wouldn't, embarrass them, just so they wouldn't be embarrassed, because, of course, it was a crime to, help slaves escape to the North. Yeah, especially if you were a white person helping a slave escape, you can get in trouble. And I think the penalty, I'm sorry, I can't talk, was prison or death, and sometimes even a fine. Crazy. But of course, I reckon this is 1,000 out of 10. Please read this, learn more about history, learn more about him. He was a very, very smart man, very, very talented man, and he wrote 3 books about himself. Each of them were just perfect and amazing. I haven't read the other 2, but I will soon. The narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, perfect, beautifully written, and also sad because he is giving a detailed account on the horrors of slavery that he has seen firsthand. Death, lashings, starvation, everything. And of course, he also did not say how he escaped. I think he kept that. I think that's also a little bit odd, but also very interesting. And I think when I read this, he said he wanted to keep it personal on how he escaped to protect others, because everyone around that time was reading his book when he had written it. And wow, I just can't talk. I'm just still in shock. Okay, man, this video is going on 17 minutes and above. This is also my first book review. I hope you all enjoyed this book review. I will be back soon enough with my review on To Kill a Mockingbird once I finish it. I'm not rushing myself. Thank you all for viewing this. Thank you all for just staying there. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and put down your favorite books in the comment section. What do you like to read? They can be history books, science fiction, fantasy, or even graphic novels. Yeah, tell me some graphic novels that I should read, because I kind of want to get into that. Alright, thank you so much for taking an inside look on Logan's World and what Logan has been reading. I'm Logan, by the way. Alright, see you next time on Logan's World.